Blake has a rat problem, Fallon has a brat problem, and Adam and Liam are going to have a splat problem if they don't literally learn how to fly. It's literally a cliffhanger, and the apple fell so far from the tree that we wouldn't even know Fallon was an apple. If you'll excuse my French, you can take your immunity and shove it up your... We are talking CW's Dynasty Season 3, Episode 8, mid-season finale, the sensational Blake Carrington trial, Part 1. The Afterbuzz After Show starts right now.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to Afterbuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Wow. What a perfect intro.
Well, it's a perfect intro to a perfect mid-season finale. As we also do everyone a favor and quickly sum up CW's Dynasty Season 3, Episode 7, Shoot from the Hip. We're going to talk about that as well. So for everyone who's been wondering where that missing episode after show went, it will be right now. But of course, the main bulk will be the Season 3, Episode 8 mid-season finale, the sensational Blake Carrington trial, Part 1. And by we, I mean me and us. Two doesn't rhyme with three. But alongside I am Tehran. I will be hosting this wonderful Dynasty panel. I'm alongside a Carrington. Maddie Pocks Carrington is in the book.
Yeah, I'm a Carrington. I'm Maddie Pocks. I'm so happy to be back. So much happened in these 2 episodes. Where do we even begin, honestly?
Much happened, but to be very fair, Episode 7 was a lead-in to everything that happens in Episode 8. Episode 8 is such a heavy, compelling, wonderful episode, and we're going to talk about that. As we talk Episode 7, Shoot from the Hip, we're going to quickly land on the concepts of Nadia and Adam getting found out. That was a huge reveal by Cristal. Also, we get this Nadia and Fallon plot twist, which was very important. That's a concept that plays out. And we also learn, of course, we get a Liam backslide and the whole concept of how his memory's working out. But it leads into, with Monica signing Vanessa, it leads into what happens ultimately in the very, very important Episode 8, the mid-season finale, this sensational Blake Carrington trial, Part 1, the trial of Blake Carrington. We have to talk about that. The DA, this DA power move, Erica Brown, the lead prosecutor, testimony time. We get different testimonies from different members of the family. Anders' interrogation in home, but then Anders' testimony in court. Kirby's gotta go. That storyline plays a huge part in who Anders ultimately sides with. Adam is starting to see in more ways than one, but then again, hopefully so is Blake. That storyline plot of why it was so important that Nadia and Adam were found out by Cristal and what that leads to in this episode. Liam writes what he wants, or does he? Kirby and Joel. Kirby has a major crush on Joel. I don't think it's something that's reciprocated. We will find out more. Dominique is Dominique, and we all know what that means on every single level, including Colby. Monica and Vanessa take New York, or will make New York. We'll see how that plays out in the rest of the season. Adam and Liam on a ledge, and I mean that figuratively and literally speaking. And of course, the wow moment. That's not our special segment. Adam and Liam on a ledge, followed by Alexis Carrington, ... Colby. We do play our special segment, Wow Game, which is the best outfit of the entire episode, news and predictions, and so much more. Maddie, what were your overall thoughts in this week's episode?
Oh my gosh, so much happened. I think we should start with the fact that so in Episode 7, I had no idea that Fallon was behind the whole Nadia and Adam thing.
Twist!
Yeah, such a plot twist, but I'm really happy about it because, as I've said before, Adam's my least favorite character.
Adam is, but this plot twist, Adam's one of my favorite characters, but this plot twist was wonderful.
It was great.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
I didn't. I just thought, with the hand-holding with, Nadia and Adam, that Cristal would rat him out, and obviously she was about to until she walked in on that secret meeting in Episode 8. So I was not expecting that. But
great tie-in by the show.
Yeah, but obviously we'll talk about it later. But and then in the end, Fallon kind of just confesses to everything. So what a waste of money.
Well, Fallon is on a path to become better because she doesn't want to end up like Blake, as Blake is proud of her for being as Blake-esque as possible. And she does do a lot of Blake things. Right. This was definitely my favorite episode. And I will say that despite the concept and connotation of what Dynasty is by far one of the best shows on CW.
Oh, yeah.
It is intriguing. It is compelling. It is fun. It does not take itself seriously. It is exactly what it's supposed to be. It is drama-filled show. Yeah. And it does so in a lighthearted yet serious way where you're both angsty, anticipating, and smiling the whole way through. Mm-hmm. They have great writing. A lot of people will not understand the subtleties of this writing and the character development. Fallon constantly being Fallon. It's almost at this point where I could not see Fallon being anyone else. This actor is just one of the best situations I've seen. Yeah. And the storyline of the trial, we are on trial for our lives.
Yeah.
And I feel it myself.
Gosh.
No one puts Blake in a corner or baby. Either way, doesn't matter. The concept is what happens in episode 7 leads into episode 8. And to go over episode 7 really quickly, we're going to talk about that Blake Thanksgiving. Blake wants everyone at Thanksgiving. No one's there because they're all set up.
Hey, I mean, everyone showed up in the end. So, and that's why I don't like Adam, and I know you love him. And it's just like there's always everything going wrong because Adam wants to be the favorite. So it like made me cringe just watching it. But, you know, it's like he's my least favorite character, but you almost need him to like stir the pot, right? Because there has to be drama. But I'm happy everyone showed up. But Blake obviously was like
everyone showed up,
furious.
But Blake, of course, Blake wanted his family together. This could possibly be his last Thanksgiving. Adam set it up so that he would be the only one.
Right.
But thankfully, for circumstance, everyone made it. Mm-hmm. I really liked the monologue Cristal gave in defense of Adam, which almost made him crack. And then Cristal figured out things as she looked under the table saw Nadia and Adam holding hands. That whole Thanksgiving was a sentimental part, and I hate Thanksgiving episodes or holiday episodes, but this one was amazing. This one wasn't centered on Thanksgiving. It was centered on family. It was centered on the Carringtons, and Thanksgiving happened to also be a character and play a part.
Yeah, it wasn't like cheesy Thanksgiving stuff. So yeah, I liked it too.
And even Anders made his way back since Anders got his old job back, which I'm so grateful for. I like that. And of course, we got a Sam and Fletcher kiss. And
I wasn't expecting that.
Of course not. But I felt the tension throughout the situation. So I was wondering how that would play out. And of course, Cristal has now become an Adam nemesis even more. So Cristal wants to destroy Adam almost as much, if not more so, than Fallon.
I like it. I like the little tension they have going on because she can see right through him. You know, if she was happy-go-lucky, kind of ignored what he did, I'd be more annoyed with her character, I think. Like, I like their rivalry, like, sort of. Because I like Fallon and, yeah.
Well, what do you think about the fact that Monica signs Vanessa and then Vanessa tells the truth about being Monica's stepsister, even though I would have very much liked it more if Vanessa was simply Monica's sister, as if Dominique had another child.
It would have been more juicy.
It would feel more real. This one feels a little forced because it's the step. The word step blocks it from being as intense as it should, could, and would be.
Well, I would be mad if I was Vanessa. I'd be like, I want you to tell the truth because Dominique is so conniving and she always has something up her sleeve.
She is. And so we get a lot of tidbits of everything that episode 7 was really a foreshadow to episode 8.
Right.
So those were the important highlights. And the reason why they all play is because they play so much part in episode 8, this mid-season finale. The trial of Blake Carrington. This trial is almost like a witch hunt.
Yeah.
The state and Erica Brown, this lead prosecutor, is out to get Blake.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting to see it play out because obviously people took the stand and they didn't make like Fallon and stuff. Like they didn't really make Blake look good, but it wasn't intentional. I feel like they're just kind of didn't know what to say.
They didn't know what to say, but we also see Cole Hain had no problems trying to bury. Yeah. And I that is my least favorite character is Cole Hain.
Oh yeah, and I was
thinking, Colby, by the way, I dislike both of them.
Yeah, Colby. And I like when I was watching Cole Hain on the stand, I was like, okay, you used to work for this guy. He gave you like everything. I know the whole drama with the dad.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So he's just like ungrateful in a little way.
He is ungrateful. Everything he has come from the Carringtons. So when he's trying to purposely bury Blake and throwing out allegations, it actually, I feel like it worked in Blake's defense.
Yeah. Well, in the end it did. But initially when I saw that, I was like, how could he do that? Like, they've given him everything and he just sits there and is like smiling and blah,
well,
blah,
to
blah.
me, it feels like, for Blake, it feels like, why Culhane? Culhane's the first witness that's called. Erica Brown, of course, she's trying to make her name off this trial. It's a big trial. There's television, cameras, the audience has to pull lotteries to get in there.
Yeah.
So Culhane comes in and basically says, yes, I know he's a killer. Mac was there. I've drove him all the time. Blake said it's been 10 years, but it's only been 2 since his murder.
Yeah.
He was there. And yes, he's capable of murder. He killed my father, which I think that was the one that pushed too much, because it became, you have a personal bias against Blake.
Right. Carrington. He shouldn't have said that.
Well,
Because he doesn't have proof that he killed the father, right? Like, it's just allegedly.
Everything's allegedly.
Yeah.
We don't even have proof that Blake killed Mac, and we saw it happen.
Yeah.
So then Fallon goes up, and Fallon, not on purpose, basically also sways the jurors against her father when the question is brought up, do you think your father is capable of murder? And Fallon tries to be PC and says,
She's like, everyone is capable of murder.
And in the universal sense, yes, maybe yes, but it sounds condemning.
Yeah, I feel like she was just put on the stand and was just super awkward. Like, obviously she's not going to want to put her dad in jail for life, but I loved her comment when she was like, I swear on my new Gucci purse.
I swear on my new Gucci purse. And she's wiping down the Bible.
Say?
It might be. It might be. That's how she has to get down. Of course.
But yeah, like, I think she was just put in an awkward position. Like, she didn't mean to say that stuff about her dad and the questions they were asking her.
And then, of course, Blake's lawyer had to go after Fallon, and it wasn't as bad. It was, I could understand where Fallon was upset, but it wasn't that bad for her to react in that way. She came off as a spoiled brat before she reacted angrily at being asked about stealing the company and how she's done things in her dead friend.
Yeah, and then she snapped, though.
She did snap. And, of course, at that time, Liam's writing, which we will get into. But then Anders takes the stand. And that was a twist on twist on twist.
Plot twist.
Because the beginning of the episode started with the Erica Brown calling Anders, offering him immunity, and Anders famously saying, if you'll excuse my French, you can take your immunity and shove it up your... And we don't know. Then we see Anders is on Blake's side. Then, with the dismissal of Kirby being exiled, basically, Anders switches from what we saw to calling Erica Brown and saying, I'll take that full immunity.
Yep.
And so we think he's going to just spill the beans. Then he goes on stand and he admits to killing Mac. Because
I wasn't
he's
expecting
got full
that.
immunity and he says it's self-defense.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all because Blake and him are obviously... It didn't seem like they had a disagreement, but like you could tell in Anders' eyes, like he was like sad, and he obviously like cares about his daughter naturally. So I wasn't expecting him to pick up the phone and do that. And automatically, I said, okay, he's going to say Blake killed Mac. Whatever.
It seemed that way.
It was so like it was like obvious in that moment, and then obviously he took the stand. I wasn't expecting that either. It was crazy.
And he switched it up and he said that he killed Mac in self-defense, which seems like a plausible theory. And a lot of times in the innocent till proven guilty with a lot of money court system that works for the rich people, the concept is that would be enough to create a plausible deniability and shadow of a doubt and get Blake off. But the problem is more than that, and that's, of course, when Alexis Carrington walks in. Alexis Carrington, the witness, the prosecution has always said they have a surprise witness. And surprise, it was Alexis Carrington Colby, played by a new actress, by the way.
Yes, of course. The
third
face,
reincarnation.
Yeah. Now her face is different. Thank God. So it's not Fallon anymore.
It's not Fallon, but she's also now married to Colby.
I have no idea how that happened. When I heard that, I was like, what is going on? But it's Dynasty. I mean, it's great. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that unfolds and what she's going to say on the stand.
I wonder why that marriage came to be. We'll probably get into that in predictions with the concepts of why that marriage came to be or how. But Alexis takes a stand, and she was there, and she has a lot of information that she could give. And we were not expecting Alexis. I was almost expecting, the brother who's not there, who they just conveniently forgot about.
Steven?
Exactly.
Yeah. I want him to come back. He was one of my favorites.
Exactly. Steven is gone. And I've always been wondering, why is the brother who's just not there and no one ever speaks of him?
Yeah,
However,
exactly.
I was not expecting Alexis. Alexis came back, and there's a lot, and I'm assuming that's all part 2 to see how they can fix that one over. And Colby seems so smug because he thinks he finally has Blake.
Right.
So that is something we can't wait for. Something else we can't wait for is for all of you at home to comment below. We love hearing from you. Maddie, let them know.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We're so happy to be here, and we love your comments. And please subscribe to AfterBuzz TV. We live for you guys. We love our fans. And thank you so, so much for tuning in to Dynasty After Show.
That's right. And if you're listening to us on iTunes, give us that 5-star rating we so greatly deserve. Share, subscribe, like. We need more likes. The more likes, the better. Thank you so much.
It's true. More likes, the better.
We appreciate you. And watch the other after shows we have. We're on a bunch of different after shows, as well as all of your favorite TV shows. So please go watch what we have to say. And remember, we're not the only hosts and panelists. All of you at home are as well. So we get into, that's the Blake trial, but there's more going on. Kirby had to go. It seemed that Kirby was the rat. We find out that there's a rat problem, that means there's someone inside the house that's snitching. Anders interrogates all the workers, and they all blame each other.
Yeah, that was so funny.
So fun. But then it seems like it's Kirby because Kirby is getting approached by the FBI and brings up the FBI.
Yeah.
And we find out it's actually in relation to Joel, her new boo.
I know. She's really into him. I like it. I like her. You know, she deserves to have like a new boo and whatever. But I found, have we ever really seen an interaction with Blake and Kirby aside from this episode?
No, even Kirby specifically says, have you ever even spoken to me before?
Yeah. So I was like, well, I've never actually seen them interact. But I feel like, yeah, of course, Anders didn't really know about like Blake approaching her and telling her to leave. But I think more could have been done on Anders' part. Like he could have just went and saw her and said, oh, like he did. And he said, okay, like, I want you to leave, blah, blah, blah. You're behind this. But she could have, I don't know. She could have said it's because of Joel to save herself from leaving and people blaming her.
She could have simply brought up, oh, I was not speaking to the FBI about you. They were asking me questions about Joel. She should have
she should have just said that.
better.
So I was like, just say it. It's
like,
so
what? Give us the reason. What's going on exactly? Kirby's interesting to me because why did she take Fallon's company not to do anything with it? Like, what was the point of taking the publishing company if she's literally not going to do anything?
I don't know. Kirby's an interesting character. She makes me question a lot, but I feel like it'll unfold.
I'm hoping it does because I want to like Kirby. I really liked Kirby. Season 2 was very good for Kirby. Season 3 has not been. Kirby's storyline has been one of the weakest by far.
Yeah, she's just kind of floating around.
And she's changed in personality.
Yeah, like she doesn't really have a lot to say or do. Like she's just kind of floating around and now she's with Joel. So hopefully we get to see more of her when the show picks up again.
Hopefully we do. However, on the flip side, Monica and Vanessa, who actually have a very blossoming storyline, have seemed to be moving on from the show as they are sent to New York, per Monica saying, I need to get out of here. I'm going to go to New York. Vanessa, why don't you come with me? I want to learn more about my family.
Well, Vanessa obviously sees through Dominic now. I was like, get me out of here. She's crazy. And obviously Dominique, she only cares about herself.
She does.
So,
she does. We see that in the court scene where she weasels her way in simply to make a scene in order to get publicity for herself.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm a meme now.
She's so happy about all the publicity. That's all she truly cares about. She does. Dominique is Dominique, but Colby says, I accept you. I know what you are, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. And obviously Monica was. She's
Yes.
like, you're really going to forgive her after all this. We have a secret sister, basically.
Which, once again, I would have preferred it if Vanessa was simply a sister and not a stepsister. It
Yeah.
would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So, yes, so we do get the concept of Monica and Vanessa are now going to New York, that whole idea that's going to play out hopefully later. We also get Kirby and Joel's relationship, which just seems to be getting deeper. I do not think Joel is good for Kirby. She is falling victim of his cult.
Well, also, he's being investigated by the FBI.
Haven't we all been? I don't judge
But she
based on
doesn't
that.
need that. It's like she's going down that rabbit hole and it's going to play out and it's not going to be good. And
I think there are multiple Kirbys, by the way, by Joel.
What do you mean?
I think he has a Kirby in every city he goes to.
Oh, for sure. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, he definitely feels that. I feel that way. I did not like Blake going to Kirby after telling Anders we'll figure it out tomorrow and then basically exiling Kirby.
Well,
without proof, without knowledge, without understanding. The number one he should have done is to talk to Kirby and be like, what did they ask you? And that could have opened up that communication.
Exactly. And then she could have said it was about someone else and not you.
Yes.
And to buy her like a plane ticket, that's so aggressive. I would just, if he was really mad and he wanted to tell her to, stay out of his way, he could have just said, don't talk to me, don't talk to FBI, whatever, like I'll pay you off, because they always do that in the show. But not like send her out of the country. That's aggressive.
Back to Australia, go back to your country.
Yeah.
So here we have Liam writing what he wants. Liam is offered an assignment by Fallon. It's to write on the trial. Blake wants positive PR. Fallon says no. And then when it comes to Fallon's negative PR, all of a sudden she stages a break-in into her own company and destroys the file.
I was almost thinking it would have been Nadia who was breaking in.
Hiring Nadia, since Nadia clearly has a talent for deviousness.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm starting to feel bad, blah, blah, blah. So I thought it would have been Nadia under the mask and the whole like bodysuit thing. And then she unveils herself or whatever. And I'm like, Fallon, why is she doing this?
I mean, I thought it was Nadia, but then I realized it was Fallon before she took off the mask. It is a Fallon thing to see, especially because of her behavior in the courtroom. She doesn't want negative publicity on her and her own paper, even though to me that would have made her online presence even stronger. I would have more read that since it was on her own site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's no bad publicity.
Exactly, and Fallon knows that. All the Carringtons know that. So, yeah, I was really surprised to see that. I think that, well, after that, it played out pretty well.
Dominique would have done anything to get that kind of publicity.
Yeah, exactly.
Dominique would have done anything to get there. But so we get all these different things going into basically Blake's storyline. And on that, of course, Cristal walks in on Fallon and Nadia exchanging money. Mm-hmm. And realizes that something is afoot and then joins that.
That was
team.
My favorite scene, I think, from episode 8.
It was a great scene. Yes. Cristal joins, I want in.
Yeah, I love that because obviously I don't like Adam. But when that happened, I was like, there's going to be some sort of twist when he's going to find out because too many people are in on it now. Because we have Fallon and Cristal. So...
My thing, well, he didn't find out. Fallon told him, but
I know. But when I saw that
Fallon
initially,
and Cristal, and Nadia, I really like Nadia's character. Nadia, first of all, Nadia's a beautiful character. She's so intense. She's great, and she's so devious. She is actually more devious than Adam. The way she can turn on and turn off emotion is such a strong attribute. They set up Adam with a TED Talk recording and Cristal. And Adam freaks out because it seems like Nadia and Blake are having an affair, which obviously Blake has no idea about it. Blake doesn't even really know what Nadia looks like.
Oh, yeah. They've had no interaction
at all. They've had very
all.
little interaction. So they set up a situation, by they, I mean Fallon and Cristal set up a situation where Adam is once again lurking, as he always does, and he overhears the conversation, which sounds like Blake is in the room, even though it's just a speaker. And Nadia saying, "Oh," and Cristal catching them in this torrid affair.
Oh, that was so funny. Okay.
And it was set up because Nadia was on the phone, like, "Oh, I'll meet you in the loft." Oh, no one's on the phone. All that stuff just to set up Adam.
Why is he always lurking everywhere? It seems to hear and see everything. Well, he can't see until he kind of does.
He started seeing a little, but he doesn't want to get rid of Nadia, so he keeps excuses to keep Nadia around, including burning himself. That's the kind of person we are dealing with here.
Yeah.
Someone who's
he's
willing to burn themselves in order to get what they want. That is an entire conversation of psychopathy. Is if you ask a person psychopathy how you can see another person, they would say murder a family member so you could see them at the funeral. That's a interesting concept of psychopathy. Yes. And Adam very much matches that mental status.
To a T.
To the point where when he thinks this affair is real, he goes to destroy Blake's love affair with his winery, which is his most prized possession, being that it's the first acquisition of Carrington family under his leadership. So
at first I obviously saw him lighting up the vineyard or whatever, but I thought he was gonna like burn their house down as well. And I was like, not again, because you remember season 2.
Just everything keeps burning down.
Everything keeps burning down. Why is there always a fire or some strange thing that happens?
It's explosive in the Dynasty in the Carrington house. So much so that Adam and Liam get into a confrontation because Liam, his memory stops backsliding when he sees Adam a pot being thrown and sees the pieces and remembers being hit on the head by a clay pot.
That how symbolic with a clay pot, because Fallon throws it to see if Adam can see, and obviously he can.
He can.
And
at this point, he has full sight back. It was slow to develop, and then he has full sight.
Yeah, and so and then obviously Liam remembers. What do you think happens to Liam?
Well, that's the thing. They're on a ledge, and Liam attacks Adam, and they go to the ledge, and the ledge looks like it's about to break, and we don't know what happens as we end with that cliffhanger. So much cliffhanger as we hang over this cliff when it comes to Alexis Carrington, Colby, and Adam and Liam literally on a ledge about to fall down to what we can only consider to be death. Let's get into our special segment. Wow, the best outfit of the episode. Maddie Pocks.
I loved Fallon's green like blazer suit and the white boots. Do you remember? Like she had it in a couple scenes.
She did. It
from
was her
episode 8. That was my favorite.
Dad is on trial, but probably innocent outfit. Yes.
Yes, I loved that.
I'm gonna have to go with Monica's outfit when she was meeting with Colby and Vanessa came in. That purple outfit, her hair was done. That retro dress.
Yeah,
it was awesome. So fabulous. I loved it so much. It was amazing. Something just I really like Monica and her look and how she's so fabulous.
I also liked Sam's suit when he was outside the courthouse and he got the call, the fake
Beyonce call,
the Beyonce call. Yeah,
that was a very good suit.
I like that suit. It was kind of wacky but classy.
Let's get into some news and gossip, shall we?
AfterBuzz TV News.
So as we all saw, Alexis Carrington Colby made her first initial appearance on Dynasty. As we know, we have now gone through, this will be the third incantation of Alexis Carrington. The first one had her face burned off by Adam. Second one was Fallon. And now who is the third? We know about all of these storylines as the mid-season finale takes us to Alexis Carrington. We get to see her face, and going into what we can only know is the rest of season 3 will be very Alexis Carrington heavy, is the rumors on the gossip mill as according to CW. We will see a lot of Alexis Carrington and how she tries to bring the family down, and to look out for the Colby Alexis Carrington plot twist. Does Colby die? Hopefully we see more of Monica and Vanessa. The basis is there is a break being taken from the show, but this break is not indefinite, and hopefully they will return, unlike Steven. So that's all we have for news and gossip. Find out much more, CW.com. Let's get into some predictions, shall we?
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Maddie, do we have any predictions as we headed into this mid-season finale?
Can we get Steven back?
I
love him. He's one of my favorites.
That sounds like a wish list.
Yes, please, CW. We want him back. Okay, so I'll start with Alexis. Okay, I think that she's going to take the stand. She's going to say something, and it's going to throw Anders off with the whole thing. And I don't know, Blake might go to jail. She might screw him over.
I hope that doesn't happen because I'm actually starting to like Blake the most right now.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't either, but
Blake has always been a great character, but right now he's coming into his own. It's as if he is now culminating as a character in himself. He's realizing a lot of things as well. And he's becoming more Blake, not even less Blake, but more Blake because of it. So what I predict to happen is Alexis Carrington's testimony is damning, but then it's misproven. We are declared a mistrial. Blake goes free. And now we have a new rivalry between Alexis, Colby, and Blake. And that's going to be the major clash going into the rest of season 3.
And I'm excited to see everything unfold, especially with Alexis, because she was my well, not when she was Fallon, but season 1 and season 2, like the original what's her name? Nicole. What was the original actor's name?
No one knows.
Nicolette Sheridan. That's her name. Sorry. I really liked her playing Alexis. So maybe I'll fall in love with this new actor playing Alexis as well. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see it all fold out. And okay, hopefully Liam doesn't fall and get killed. I hope he's alive. I love his character so much. I wish it was the other way around. I wish Adam fell back. That's so mean to say, but do you think? What do you think?
I'm an
about
Adam fan, so sorry. Bye, Liam. Let's get into where people can find you if you want to be found. Maddie Pocks.
Yeah, I'm Maddie Pocks at Maddie Pocks on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching.
And of course, I am Tehran all across the board. IAMTEHRAN. And hosting and paneling a slew of other AfterBuzz after shows because all of your favorite TV shows are my favorite TV shows too. Catch us as we talk more Dynasty after the break. Happy holidays,
Happy
everybody.
Holidays, guys.
Coming back for some more Dynasty. Till then, bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.